Let's meet the stars for your Denver Nuggets.
Greg, we've got two of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight. Defense. And the team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Jaylen Brown out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Sharp in at the 2 spot. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Outside Williams to the middle, stolen by Zubac. Here's Sharp, and Thompson sends it back. Giannis against Clark. Thompson outside, fires the 3. So Nuggets with the new 14. It's White on the wing. He's covered by Ball. 5 on the clock, to the paint. Here's Sabonis. No good on that one. Excellent defense there from Zubac. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. He said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. See if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David.
The speed with which Klay Thompson gets to his shooting motion off the catch makes him as dangerous as anyone.
Giannis against Clark. They get it back. And it's Zubac with the extra effort.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Williams with a clean look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Sharp. Zubac, a screen on Thompson. Here's Sharp. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Thompson outside. Clark sets a screen for Thompson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic pull. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Hits it from 3-point range. Thompson's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Denver.
How about Klay Thompson, a career average of north of 40%? You better get a hand up when he's in 3-point territory.
Giannis a screen on Thompson. Here's Sharp. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And he makes the first.
At the line for the Jazz.
And Sharp drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
And checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 6th in field goal percentage. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. And it's good for 2.
This is a real strength of Domantas Sabonis' game. He has such nice, soft touch.
Pass to Sharp. Ball sets a screen for Sharp. And here's Giannis from past the arc. They grab their own miss. Zubac finds Brown. That one's in. His first shot this game.
You simply must stay attached to Jaylen Brown in a catch-and-shoot situation so dangerous.
Thompson against Sharp. Jacks up a three. Thompson misses. Jazz leading by 5. Brown outside. Back to Ball. Three-pointer. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique. But, man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Now here's Thompson. He has 6. Misses the 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Brown outside. Ball a screen on Williams. Here's Brown and finished off by Brown.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Thompson misses.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now here's Giannis. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Three-pointer. Sabonis grabs the ball. The Nuggets trail by 10. Right side, White. Stolen by Ball. Oh, and here we go. On the Kumba. Nobody back. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Nancy's checked in for Clark, and Ivy's subbed in for Thompson.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. The 4th spot held by the Jazz.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
Now here's Nance. And here's White. Williams with the ball. 5 to shoot. And taken away by Brown. Here's the break. For the finish. And Brown throws it down hard.
That's the two-way play of Jaylen Brown. Elite defensively, create the turnover, and then no one catches him in transition.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
Antetokounmpo passes to Zubac. Now Ball from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Ball's got 6.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Now White still without a basket. To the inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ivy kicks to Williams. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Zubac. Lets it go with a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Jalen Williams is a tough physical guy who can really shoot the basketball.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Let's give it a warm welcome, your Nuggets dynasty.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Brendan Watford's checked in for Sabonis. Moses Moody comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Rozier in for Derek White. Ivy against Sharp. Outside White. Tries it from the top of the key. Denver grabs the miss. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz. Ivy passes to Rozier. Nance a screen on White. Here's Rozier. No good from 11 feet. Utah leading by 15. Here's White. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
Defensive foul.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
In the basket by Rozier.
Yeah, just letting his offense come naturally in pick and roll action. Terry Rozier very comfortable in this space.
Hield sets the pick for Sharp. Driving to the basket. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Ivy. After the basket by Utah. From outside, off the mark.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Hield outside. It's deflected. Ivy against Sharp. Now, here's Ivy. Still yet to score. Pass to Rozier. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks the three-pointer.
We know Terry Rozier is a very assertive three-point shooter. He will not hesitate beyond the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the first. Takes a step back. Here's White. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Ivy. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And he's checked in for Sharp.
Jazz substitution. Number 55. Steven Adams.
1:32 left here in the first quarter.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now here's Hield in the game against Toronto. Very impressive.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Rozier against Hield from the stripe. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 7 points. Utah leading by 15. There's 53 seconds left in the first. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now, here's Rozier. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Hands a screen on White. That's a 2 from Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nance. Ivy on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Nance.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
White against Rozier. Now here's White. He's guarded closely. From outside the arc, the shot misses.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
And so it's Utah, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Utah.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense they've shown tonight. Their willingness to close on shooters, blocking shots, playing with great effort.
So on the floor for Utah, they've got Kobe White. He's out there with Lonzo Ball. Brown out there with Steven Adams. And the rejection by Clark. Pass to Rozier. Outside Williams. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Brown the pass to White. Takes the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And again, Denver no good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. And it's White missing.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Brown against Williams. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Derek White's checked in for Rozier.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Ball. He's got 6. Zubac finds Giannis. Zubac, a screen on Clark. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Giannis. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And you can see the growing confidence that Giannis has in that mid-range.
White setting the pick for Williams. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Williams. Clark up top. Here's White. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And to Kumbo inside. He's covered by Clark. And Clark has got the ball here for the Nuggets. Only given up 2 points this quarter. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebound or the lack thereof. The lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra
The
points.
setup and the slam by Giannis.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
And timeout called by JB Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. He's checked in for the Nuggets. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Zubac's the pass to Sharp. Back to Zubac's. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Jazz lead by 12.
That's about using your size and knowing how to get it done. Mr. Zubac steps up.
White against Ball. With the shot. And it's White missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Zubac finds Sharp. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Williams. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Denver passing it around. Zubac against Sabonis. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
The first one falls.
Domantas Sabonis may be one of the most underrated players in the NBA. He conducts his business quietly, but boy, is he a force.
And he can't hit the second.
You know, it's such a pleasure to watch Domantas Sabonis play the game. Yes, he's got absolutely God-given talent, but he also has an incredible understanding and feel for the game, and he plays it the right way.
Williams scanning the floor. Sabonis against Zubac. The Nuggets with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The kick out to Brown. The three. Trains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 9.
The high-value three-point opportunity for Jaylen Brown. This guy's a threat from anywhere.
Thompson the bounce pass. There's Williams with the 3. Utah with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Nancy's checked in for Sabonis. Brendan Watford comes in for Clark. And it's Moses Moody in for Jalen Williams. Utah also making some changes. Hendricks is checked in, and it's Buddy Hield in for Brown. Ball against White. Back to Thompson. Thompson with the three.
This is what you call a dead-eye three-point perimeter shooter. Blake Thompson doing work.
Hield outside. Now, here's Sharp. Defended by Moody. Antetokounmpo against Nance. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 7 points for the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Watford passes to White. Nance sends a screen for White. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Nance a screen on Sharp. Sharp against Thompson. Back to White. Nance sets a screen for White. Traps in the tray. White's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's the intelligence that Derek White plays with. This guy in pick and roll action always seems to make the right decision.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Thompson outside. Back to White. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. White.
No problem.
Pass to him. Hendricks. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Thompson misses.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Thompson against Sharp. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Sharp. Nance with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 18. Moody with it. Scoreless thus far. White against Ball. And here's White. Fires from way outside. No basket. Missed number 5 out of his 8 shots. Sharp against Nance. Ball, the pass to Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Hendricks, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at Williams. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Ivy's checked in. Kobe White, he's checked in for Utah. 1:24 left in the first half of the game. Healed right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's White. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Watford passes to Nance. Now Watford hasn't made one yet. Pass to Moody. Nance a screen on heel. Now here's Moody. Not a lot of room.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Ball, the pass to White. Healed with a screen on Rozier. Here's White. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Ivy against Heald. Here's Ivy to end the cold streak, and he connects with the jumper. Ivy's got 5.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Jazz out in front, opening up a huge gap. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much with JB Bickerstaff, Coach.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA.
How about this kid? Young has been a one-man show at times. Deep range, but also very instinctive passer.
I'm curious to see how he complements what they have. Then again, they might just hand him the keys to the offense. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Jazz.
They've been...
Thanks for spending half...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Denver shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Watford out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Williams. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's White in at the 5. And that's the group for JB Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
And talk about victors and guys who play to their strength. What about Zubats? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
Sharp on the wing. Brown outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Brown. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Williams against Brown. Thompson in the corner. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Brown wide open. He fires. Giannis on the foul. Giannis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Thompson passes to Watford. Back to Thompson. White with it. 6 to shoot. Sabonis' screen on Ball. Here's White. And they pick up 2. White's got 9.
Soft touch by Derek White. The floater, not an easy shot, but he puts that one on target.
Brown outside. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
White the pass to Watford. And here's Sabonis. Thompson outside. Pass to Williams. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here's Sabonis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, to me, the size of Sabonis creates problems for the defense. You cannot be careless in how you guard this guy.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Trendon Watford. And he's good on the second. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. White against Ball. Giannis outside. Baseline jumper. And it's Denver with the rebound. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Sharp. And Thompson kicks to Sabonis. And it goes down 2 points. Sabonis has got 6.
Well, Domantas Sabonis, such an efficient, fundamentally sound basketball player. Nice job on the interior.
Now, here's Sharp. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Clark finds White. Back to Clark. With a floater. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldrich. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Screen by Zubac. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Oh my, that is freakish skill from Giannis.
And it's Williams with the ball for Denver. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Zubac.
No, just too much D that time. Sabonis wreaking havoc inside.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
A fader. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Brown's got 11.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That three-level scoring coming into play.
Clark, the pass to Rozier. Sabonis kicks to Ivy. Clark with a wide-open look. The Nuggets with another miss. Jazz have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Floats it up for Williams. Got a hand on it. And the Jazz pushing it up now. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Drills it from outside. He's got 12.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
Ivy against Sharp. The shot by Ivy, no good. And here's Utah. They're on a 19-7 run. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Pass to Ivy. Now Sabonis. Clark with it. Outside Williams. Shoots over Brown. That's good from Williams. The assist by Clark. And it's 7 points here for Jalen Williams. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 30 points in the game. Over Clark. And it's Giannis missing. Denver shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Rozier for 3. And it's Utah with the rebound. Stripped it away. And Williams, here we go. Rebound, Utah. Giannis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. White looking around. Fades. Denver grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Into the lane. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Brown. Antetokounmpo against Clark. Fade away, and that one hits back iron. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Rozier. Clark against White. Clark dishes to Ivy. Over Sharp. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 9.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
It's White on the wing. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot. I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Giannis dunks it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Bounce pass from Sabonis. Ivy against Sharp. Down low, here's Sabonis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Sabonis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
What you love is a big with the ability to score anywhere on the floor. Sabonis gets to work down inside.
Antetokounmpo up top. He's covered by Clark. Changes up. And he lays it up and in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
A minute 50 left to play in the third. The shot by Ivy, no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And it's sharp missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Williams. Looking to end his cold spell. Rebounded by the Jazz.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
There's the lob to Brown. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Here's Rozier. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Rozier's got 9 points. Utah has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Ivy kicks to Williams. Pass to Rozier. Denver passing it around. Clark a screen on Sharp. Here's Ivy. And the three off target. Utah has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
And here is Williams. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Utah out in front, delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Gabe Vincent is out there with Oladipo. And then there's Steven Adams and it's Hendricks in a power forward position. Buries it from three-point range. Goodwin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Here's Vincent. Lewis covering. Now Oladipo. Ball. That one misses. Denver shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Who is outside? Goodwin passes to Nance. Now Goodwin. Who is outside? From 15 feet away. And the shot no good. A bit short. Utah is shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Hendricks passes to Vincent. Screen by Adams. To the paint. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Nance outside. Inside. Here's Moody. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Moody. Who is outside. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport. And a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Nance sets a screen for Goodwin to the middle, and he banks in the layup.
Well, you've got to be decisive in your movements in the pick and roll, and Mr. Nance Jr. does exactly that.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Vincent. Lewis covering. To the inside. Adams. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lewis outside. Moody finds Nance. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, Larry Nance Jr. doing a tremendous job drawing the contact, get the defense to commit, get yourself to the foul line.
Both free throws good from Nance.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Vincent, the pass to Hendricks. Back to Vincent. They set the pick. No good with the layup. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. And we'll see Moses Moody go to the line here. Steven Adams picks one up. That one misses for Moody. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Here's Goodwin, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Thursday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Pass to Lanier. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range. Lanier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And it's Goodwin missing. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Vincent, the pass to Lanier. To the paint, here's Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Adams has got 6 points in the quarter.
Many players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the NBA. Boy, tough to corral when he's looking to score.
Nance sets a screen for Goodwin. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
Adams outside. Pass to Council. To the left wing. Here's Lanier. Fires the 3. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got his 6th rebound on the night. Lewis outside. Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
From the high post. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now, here's Goodwin. Defense is right there. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Denver, Goodwin.
They throw good. Goodwin. Terry Rozier's checked in for the Nuggets. And both free throws good for Goodwin. Jazz have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Here's Hendricks, defended by Moody. Got a piece of it.
How about the anticipation from Terry Rozier? Excellent defensive play.
Here's Goodwin. And he makes good on the layup. Goodwin's got 9 points in the quarter.
Works that one inside nicely.
Utah has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. That's tipped. Now, here's Moody. Goodwin with it. Connects from 3-point range.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
And here is Ball. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Lanier. Clock at 4. Tries again. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Now Goodwin. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. They're going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Jazz.
They're trailing, but they are really battling, working the ball down low, getting good looks in the paint. The inside game much improved from where it was in the first half.
Brown outside. Denver grabs the miss. Nance has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pass to Rozier. Nance a screen on Ball. Back to Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
To me, this is where Terry Rozier can absolutely punish you. With the shot or on the pass and pick and roll, he's a problem.
Brown with it. Outside, Ball. Nice ball movement by Utah. Jaylen Brown. And that's good.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that 3 ball. That's how good he is.
Rozier kicks to Goodwin.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Nance sets a screen for Goodwin. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Utah has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Adams, the pass to Brown. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. You got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for for the Jazz.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Yes, that goes in.
This is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Inside, here's Hendricks, and the layup's good off the glass.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Rozier looking around. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Now ball. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just...
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.